It's so easy to sit there and armchair quarterback through life and just criticize people and sit in your living room and act like you know what you're talking about when you don't even know what people are, who people are, what they're going through. This guy right here, his name is Kobe Richardson, and he asked a lady named Sally Hazelgrove to cut his dreadlocks off, and now he's getting major criticism and pushback from a bunch of leftist lunatics who are just bent on being stupid. The name of this article, the title of this article is "Picture of White Woman Cutting Off Black Teen's Dreadlocks for a Better Life Sparks Outrage." By the way, this "for a better life" actually comes from the black kid, Corey Richardson. And the reason I say black and white, it doesn't matter to me what color people are, but apparently there are people who want to pull the race card and just start this racial division and keep it going and fan it into flames and pour a whole bunch of fuel on it. And they're just not content until we have a race war. But he says he asked her to do it, and she is his mentor who supported him after he was shot 14 times. So you have this lady, Sally Hargrove, we're going to see her in a second, who basically has laid down her life, sacrificed her life to give to black teens in Chicago and make their lives better. That's what her life is all about. But people are not content with, they have to make something out of nothing all the time. A black teenager from Chicago has defended his white mentor after a picture of her cutting off his dreadlocks went viral on Twitter and sparked criticism. By the way, this Twitter post that she posted was back in 2016, and now, it's just now resurfacing. Kobe Richardson, 19, spoke out against what he believes is unfair criticism of Sally Hazelgrove, 56, a woman who was pictured cutting his dreadlocks in 2016, sparking outrage on social media. When 16, Richardson was shot 14 times. I can't even imagine being shot 4 times, let alone 14 times, and still living a normal life after that. 14 times by a man he thought was his friend, an attack that left him in a coma. When he woke up in the hospital, Hazelgrove was one of the first people he saw. The 2016 tweet posted by Hazelgrove was unearthed earlier this month, showing her cutting off Richardson's dreadlocks for her organization, Crushers Club. According to Richardson, Crushers Club is a boxing club to get people off the streets and to get them focusing on other things that are more productive, which helps young men in Chicago through mentoring. An online backlash was swift after filmmaker Ava DuVernay, who made the Netflix miniseries When They See Us, retweeted the post claiming it was shameful to encourage members of the black community to cut their dreads for a better life. And what she doesn't know is the idea to cut his hair came from Richardson himself, not from Hazelgrove. But Richardson was resolute in his defense of Hazelgrove. He told ABC News, "You shouldn't judge a person over a picture because that's not who they are. Amen." Have any of these leftists realize that you can't judge a book by its cover? Why is it that they're so quick to criticize somebody and pull the race card? Why is it? And they don't know Sally. Sally's a good person. All I know her to do is help and love people. The exact opposite of what these leftist lunatics are doing. Richardson first met Hazelgrove, or Miss Sally as he calls her, after the near-fatal shooting. "I was shot 14 times and left for dead." Hazelgrove helped Richardson land back on his feet after the attack. And where were the leftists when Hazelgrove was doing that? When she was sacrificing her life to help the life of somebody else, where were they? Just ready to criticize. Here she is right here cutting some dreadlocks off. Richardson, now a supervisor at Crushers Club, has continued the relationship with Hazelgrove over the years. The controversial video posted 3 years ago to the Crushers Club account shows Hazelgrove cutting off Richardson's and an unidentified black male teenager's dreadlocks. The caption reads, "And another crusher let me cut his dreads off. It's symbolic of change and their desire for a better life." And that's what they capitalized on right there. And I watched an interview with Kobe Richardson. He says this "a better life" thing came from him. It didn't come from Hazelgrove. On September 5th, a Twitter account named Resist Programming uncovered the photos and fired back against the Crushers Club. The tweet reads, "Today, the NFL Inspire Change social justice group is funding and visiting a nonprofit that wants to cut off the locks of Chicago black youth for a better life. The account is referring to the new initiative set forth by rapper Jay-Z's Rock Nation and the NFL to fundraise for organizations addressing social issues like education, economic empowerment, and criminal justice reform. Inspire Change donated $200,000 to this Crushers Club, along with celebrities like these people right here who agreed to visit the organization. Resist Program's tweet caught the attention of social media users and was eventually picked up by Duvernay. As of Saturday afternoon, Duvernay's tweet has been liked over 22,000 times and has over 5,000 retweets. And of course, Twitter users responded to Duvernay's tweets in an array of ways, but almost all slam Hazel Grove. Of course, because it's easy to do. When somebody's out there actually doing something positive, you have to throw some negative fuel onto the flame. One user wrote, "Disgusting. Absolutely effing disgusting." Another, "What's disgusting?" The black guy asked the white woman to cut his hair off. What is disgusting about that? This is a free market exchange, a voluntary free market exchange. Another acknowledged Hazel Grove's apology letter, and it's ridiculous that this woman apologized for this. She did absolutely nothing wrong. I read your apology today online, and it seems like you may have missed a few key points as to why people are so upset about the pictures and programs you are supporting. One called the act assimilation, period. The initial tweet has since been deleted, but the swift and harsh social media backlash has caused Hazel Grove to make a public apology on the Crushers Club Facebook page. Wait till you hear the apology. In an interview with TMZ, Richardson explained that he personally asked Hazel Grove to cut off his hair. He's the one that initiated it, because it was a tie to his former life as a gang member and he wanted a fresh start. He reportedly didn't have enough money to go to a barber, and here's what he says right here. "That was something I wanted to do. That was my choice. Yes, I know the dreadlocks are a part of culture. I got tired of being profiled as somebody that I'm not." So it all came from Richardson, not from Hargrove. Here's her apology. "The Crushers Club does not have any policies prohibiting dreadlocks. We welcome all hairstyles from our youth. On 2 occasions, our kids looked to change their hairstyles and asked us to assist. I understand how my social media posts could be interpreted as insensitive." Really? But that was never my intention. I love these kids like my own, and I've spent nearly 2 decades of my life working to help them build a future without putting their lives or freedom at risk. Ma'am, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, let alone liberal, leftist, half-cocked lunatics who are trying to armchair quarterback from their living room as they eat potato chips and complain about the weather. My goal is and will always be to equip our youth with the resources to improve their neighborhoods, maximize their potential, and develop into the leaders of tomorrow. It's ridiculous that she even had to take to Twitter to defend herself. She's defending herself for doing something good. She's defending herself for laying down basically her life and sacrificing her life so that others can have a better life. She's responding to criticisms from people who don't even have 2 brain cells to rub together, let alone a heart of compassion. When asked what he thought of the retaliation, he believes people don't fully understand the situation. Here's what he said. "I think they're just on the outside looking in because Sally is with us here and everywhere. She be here daily, Monday through Friday with us, and they don't know what actually goes on here with us." More backlash against Hazel Grove came after Twitter users discovered she had been liking tweets from President Donald Trump Jr., former right-wing student organizer Charlie Kirk, and conservative commentator Candace Owens. She told Fader she did so because she was trying to bring attention to her organization. She said, "I tried to get every president's attention. Obama, my mayor, Rahm Emanuel. I was trying to get on their radar. I've been working out here for 20 years. I've been desperate to get the attention of people in power who could help us." Period. That's why she said she's liked tweets by Donald Trump and all these other people. "I should have had more forethought. I understand liking the tweets could have inadvertently been seen as insensitive." Holy crap, when you have to justify yourself, when you feel like you're painted into a corner because you've had good works and the people who are criticizing you haven't had good works, that is flat out a sad day. This incident comes off of similar controversy last year when a high school wrestler in New Jersey was forced to cut his dreadlocks or forfeit his match. Referee Alan Maloney told the teen, Andrew Johnson, to cut his hair and was later barred from officiating matches due to the incident. So what do you guys think about this whole incident with Hazel Grove and Richardson? What do you think about the comments from the leftist lunatics who are trying to give people a hard time and are so quick to pull that race card? as they sow seeds of division. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below. If you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. Also, check out over 100 hard-hitting designs in the shirt store, and if you want to support more content, hit me up on Patreon or PayPal. All those links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.